Okay, I thought I'd give my 2 cents about what I think of the whales downvoting and not upvoting. I think it's nonsensical, to be perfectly honest, and I think I put enough investment and enough time into Steam It where I can give my 2 cents without maybe getting a negative response. I'm sure some people won't agree with me, but I'm just giving my opinion. Like, if you want Steam It to catch on, the higher the payouts, the more likely people are going to join the platform. If they're not going to make any money and people don't see any sort of compensation for their time and effort, like that's the whole point of Steam It. So when you have this like whale governance and whale control, it kind of takes away the purpose, because you should only downvote things you don't agree with, not you don't agree with the amount they're paid out. You should downvote them if you don't agree with their logic or what they're saying. Because this downvoting, it actually is going to, like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't allow for people like me, content creators, to collect Steam like in periods of time like today where I like to. Okay, it's nonsensical. In fact, you're restricting the growth of Steam It even more. Perhaps they're waiting for the price to get high enough, so then they kind of unleash it. But whale governance is kind of ridiculous in a lot of ways. I mean, there's more control in the bottom than there is in the top. And, I think what you'll start to see here, it's too much control. Like, the whole point of Steam It is so there is no control. I mean, if you want to do governance based on, like, forking and blockchain or, like, specifics with the technology and the crypto, yes. But the platform itself should be unrestricted. It should be free-willed. But right now it's being controlled by like a handful of whales, which is actually limiting the amount of people that want to come. And another thing too is, like, all Steam It is right now is crypto nerds. Like, that's the trending thing. But you need more creative content to come. Like, you can't just because crypto people are the ones that created Steam It. They can't be like, oh well, we found this. We don't want anyone else to make money off of it. This is our thing. Like, that's what the vibe I'm getting off of right now. Like, only the whales should make a ton of money, and then everyone else can go kill themselves or something. Like, I invested a lot of money and time into Steam It because I saw as my content would be I could get upvotes. I mean, based on where the price of Steam is now, I was making more money when Steam was lower than this, and the whales were upvoting me because they actually liked my content and liked what I had to say. Like, I see downvoting things that you don't agree with, but downvoting them just for the sake that they're getting a lot of attention is absolutely ridiculous, and I just like to point that out. So I do not agree with this whole whale experiment that's going on. It's too much governance and control. Like, the whole point is that we try and break away from governance and from control. So if you're a whale that's just like kind of going along with it because you don't want to be the oddball, like, I suggest you to stick to what you stand for. Like, if you're on the fence, like, be willing to upvote content that you think deserves a lot of payout. Like, it doesn't make sense for us to be like, no, only we can make money. That just sounds like greed to me. That's all that sounds like. If you want this, like, platform to be adopted tomorrow, you're going to want higher payouts. And actually, people will be more likely to buy Steam because they're willing to have their content higher up, because then your vote's worth more. So when your vote's worth more and you want to buy more Steam, like, so the whales will be able to sell their content for more. I just want to give my sense on the Steam experiment and how I don't agree with it. With the whole restricting, downvoting and keeping upvotes. It just doesn't it's not logical to me. It doesn't really make sense. I think people are becoming, it's power hungry. Like, there's Steam power, but, you could also be Steam power hungry, in my opinion. Like, who was the first person to suggest this whole, like, restriction to the platform voting? Like, I understand changes to the technology and even, like, technical changes, but not political changes. Like, right now it's kind of a political thing. Like, we're downvoting this. It's more of like a personal thing where people actually, they restrict how much they upvote or whatever. I think the whole whales not voting is going to hurt the platform. It's hurting the platform more right now than it is helping it. Because if I can make if I'm a new user and I make $300 on my first post, or, so-and-so makes X amount of dollars, like, I'm more likely to share that with people because, look, you can just make money for doing what you do. Right now, they're thinking too selfishly. It's a little greedy, it feels like, right now. I think greed is starting to, not saying that the price doesn't go up, and perhaps maybe the whole experiment, once it's over, but I don't really think, I think whales should be more likely not to just go with what other whales want to do. I think if a whale wants to upvote something all the way, they can. And then if you want to downvote something, you should probably downvote it because you don't like the content, not because you don't want everyone else making money. You just want to be the one making money. Like, that sounds like greed to me. It sounds like, it just does. It sounds, and to all the whales out there, a camel has a better chance of getting through the eye of a needle than a rich man has of getting into heaven. And that's truth. Like, there's a lot of selfishness with the lust towards money and the love towards money rather than, contributing it. And actually it'll pay out to you better that way. So that's my thoughts on the whole Steam experiment and why I don't agree with it. So peace.